For Reza Pahlavi, the son of the previous Iranian monarch, which was overthrown in 1979. So many people inside Iran lived under his father's rule. They still remember at that time. It wasn't that long ago. They remember the huge political repression. They remember the economic inequality. The government is suggesting that there are pressures coming from the outside. But what we need to understand is that what's unifying the protester is the economic situation that's happening in Iran, the depreciation of the Iranian currency. That's what actually brought the people to the street. It's about survival, being able to bring food at the table. Well, the government's options are extremely limited at the moment because if we're going to be realistic, the economic situation is caused by the sanction, by the reimposition of the sanction, the snapback mechanism, which happened at the end of last year. Yes, there is government mismanagement, it's undeniable. Yes, there is corruption, all these factors exist. But also what we need to understand is it would not be happening to this scale if it wasn't for the sanctions. So the government's options are extremely limited when, trade, banking, investment, everything is so much limited by the sanctions. So the government's option is only limited within the space that sanctions would allow them. Well, the country is suffering economically, that's for sure. And what we have seen historically, we have seen protests going for a very long time. What we saw in 2022 and what we saw in 2019. Iran has a long history of social protests, especially in recent years. So history is telling us that there is a possibility that this protest might go on for a while. The Iranian officials are stating that they're not very concerned about U.S. involvement, and also what we need to see is how it's going to affect the protesters. There are some protesters in Iran that welcome international attention and the moral support, especially after what happened in Venezuela. But at the same time, the Iranian political culture, it's very highly sensitive to external pressure because of historical experience. So these comments can actually reinforce the official narratives about foreign interference and will definitely strengthen national sentiments in Iran. So for Reza Pahlavi, the son of the previous Iranian monarch, which was overthrown in 1979. So there are Iranians that support him undeniably, particularly in diaspora and in social media. But many people inside Iran lived under his father's rule. They still remember at that time. It wasn't that long ago. They remember the huge political repression. They remember the economic inequality. And Iran is a society that experienced a revolution against monarchy. So there is no clear national consensus around restoring a royal system. Iranians did not overthrow one monarch just to have another one restored only a few decades later.